Hello, I am Russell96 and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft SMP. I'm the only one on the server right now, but we're going to be working on my house more anyway, so it doesn't really matter that no one else is on right now. But yeah, we're going to pick up right where we left off last episode, which was quite a while ago, but I'm back, so let's get right to it. Last episode we made this little room down here and did all the redstone stuff to make this staircase bit work properly, which is, yes, it works good enough. Yep. Might want to try and add some sort of switch to lock the staircase open, so I don't have to continually open it back up and do all that stuff all the time, but yeah, I'll get around to doing that sometime, maybe. I really don't know. It works good enough as it is right now. But basically what I want to do down here is, this is basically just an intersection area to control the staircase. This closes it, and then this will open it temporarily so I don't have to close it from up there. But so far my idea for down here is to make essentially a hallway type thing that has various farms and different types of rooms coming off of the main hallway. But before we do that, I think I should probably find out if I'm low enough down to avoid all of the water. And if I'm not, see how much further down I have to be to avoid it before I start just digging off in this direction and then hit everything. So let us find a nice bit of deep water. Can't see the bottom of the water. This is kind of problematic. You guys probably can't see anything at all right now. Let's get our trusty bucket of water, now empty bucket, on our bar. Okay, so it's looking like water goes to around, or the water around here goes to around 48 deep. I believe we were a little bit below that, so let's go down another, probably, I want to say 10 blocks or so we can still have tall-ish rooms. And yeah, I think we should be good after we're at that level, because we don't want to run into hitting water like I did when making that combination lock I made down here, because I ran into the water and I actually had to make it smaller. Because originally it was going to be 12 digits instead of 6 by using 2 rows of chests, but it's water right there, so I could not do that. But I am going to dig out a staircase and probably, I'm gonna dig out everything, or I'm just gonna dig and get something started, so we'll be able to get right into building after I do the digging. Okay, I have a little bit of stuff dug out, and I actually had a really cool idea, while digging it out. Maybe not just have a staircase go all the way down, but we could have some sort of central, it wouldn't really be central, but some sort of cool floor pattern here, and when you walk onto it, some crazy stuff with the redstone happens and then you drop down. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about doing it though. Basically I want to make some type of elevator, right here. Maybe make the room 9 by 9 instead of 7 by 7, so it's a little bit further away from the staircase. But basically some type of elevator to quickly get down and then quickly get back up. And I know in 1.8, which is coming out fairly soon, I guess, don't quote me on that though. I don't know for sure when it will be out. But one of the things being added in that are slime blocks, which would basically do what I want to be done, really well. But they basically well, they do a lot of stuff, but one of their like uses is that they allow you to, like, they get rid of fall damage from long falls essentially. And I'm just trying to do something with the wall right here to kind of add a little bit more detail to it instead of just a flat wall with alternating blocks. But I'm thinking what we could do would be use slime blocks at the bottom of a pit to just jump down, and that would be the quick way to get down. And then for the way to get back up, yeah, that's the complicated part. It would either be a lot of redstone, or the more simple route would probably to make an ender pearl elevator, which is basically using tripwires and pistons to catch a person after throwing an ender pearl. Like, all you do is throw an ender pearl up, it hits the tripwires, and then pistons close beneath your feet, and then you're up wherever you were going. The only thing about that would be I would have to make sure there would be a constant supply of ender pearls at the base, or at the bottom of the elevator, or else the person would get trapped down there. Which would be kind of interesting if, like, all of a sudden someone's asking me, it's like, do you have any more ender pearls you could drop down your basement pit? But I definitely want to do some type of fancy elevator instead of just a staircase going down. I just need to kind of elaborate on it a little bit more. And now that I think about it, if I wanted to... actually... I think I might have an idea. I am going to quickly mess around with all of, like, these different ideas in a creative world to make sure they all actually work, because, yeah, I don't want to do something and then it turns out it doesn't work. So I will be right back, and we will work on this if, like, what I want to happen happens. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I have a design made. It works basically exactly how I want it to work, where it's an ender pearl elevator, but it uses a T flip-flop, which is essentially a toggle where, like, I use it in a lot of my redstone stuff. Like, if I press it once, or okay, let's use it essentially makes a button act like a lever. So I'm using that, only instead of a button, the input is tripwires, which the ender pearls hit. So basically how it will work will be I go up, I hit the tripwires, well, this is difficult to explain, but the tripwires will power the pistons instantly, which will catch me, but then the tripwires will also go to a T flip-flop, which will then loop back around and power the pistons so they won't retract. And the reason I'm doing this elevator slightly different compared to, like, what you might see on YouTube more typically would be because I want to only have one elevator shaft. So basically what will happen is I will be on this block, the tripwires will be up here. So I will not, like, keep the tripwires triggered. So that is how that will work, and I want it to be like that. So, well, as I leave, it's going to automatically trigger the tripwires again, because that will be there, and that will be there, so I'll have to trigger it again. But to go back down, all I would have to do would be to walk on it, and then jump up again, and I'll fall down. Now, actually, I just realized one potential issue on a server. If one person's up here and they trigger the and they're on it, but then they leave, it will re-trigger it will open it back up, which would be good for another person to come back out. But if a person walks onto it, actually, never mind, because I don't think you can leave it without having it be open. Okay, crisis averted, I think. That is, unless I'm missing a step in the entire logical thinking process, which I'm very well may be doing, but I think we're golden. I think it should work exactly how I want it to work. And let's actually take these down because they're annoying and in the way. Okay. And then what I'm going to do for these side bits, I might just make like rooms up at this level and not go down at all, because I will not have room to make all of them elevators that go to different spots, which that would be really cool if I could make that work, but I don't think that's gonna like end up working out. Let's actually indent this a little bit, because I think indenting it will make it look cooler. And we're all about design here. It's gonna look a little bit odd, because I guess you will be able to see the tripwires, or you're either gonna be able to see the tripwires or there's going to be a pit. It's one of the two. No way around it, really. But basically I'm going to have the pistons wired differently in the back than they are in the front, so I can hide the redstone up here better. Cause, yeah, I don't want to have, like, the elevator in a pit, per se. Okay. We're gonna have to, like, tear everything apart to get everything to fit, though. Okay. You know what, let's just do some destruction crew work here, because I don't feel like working around stuff. Those are not redstone. And I apologize if you're not really into redstone for doing like 2 redstone-y episodes in a row, but it's been quite a while since the last episode even was, or, yeah, you know what I mean, but, yeah, but I guess we're kind of doing some building along with this time at least, instead of just like straight redstone. Okay, so that is the block above the tripwire, so we have to go down 2 blocks. Okay, let's just kinda make a false wiring right now, just to make sure that I need string! Just to make sure the tripwires are working as intended. I'm fairly sure they should. And I'm just using this chest back here to store all sorts of stuff, because, yeah, I don't want to have to continually open up the door. Okay, string is in this chest. Yep. We don't need that much, but, okay, we need, I don't know how much I indented, and I might indent it more, so let's just go with this for now. And string has one of the most annoying hitboxes in the game. Did we go down too far? I believe we did. Why can I not get up there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's say we went down too far, I guess. Now let's try it. Okay. Okay, now that that works as intended, we can go ahead and wire up the bottom pistons, and okay, those two have to be triggered. Let's go ahead and put a piece of stone back there, and then some lighting there. Then let's start a staircase down, and we have to make it meet up somehow. Okay, I think this should work perfectly. And then that will go around like that. But for this bottom part to work, we actually need to put the redstone on this other side also. Gravel, fantastic. Need to go from here. Is that the gravel I just saw? It very well might be. Okay, I think we have a large enough hole dug to where we can easily get to where we want to go. And I'm just I'm just recording this to give you guys an idea of what I'm actually doing to make all this stuff work. I'll probably cut fairly soon because it will get very messy very quickly. Okay, those are there. So I believe the spots we want are here and there. Let's actually dig up one block and put a torch. Or, is it there? Yeah, I think that should work. Okay, so all of the front ones should be extended now. Okay, and see how it's basically instant? That is basically how this entire thing is working, because as soon as you hit it, those come out and then catch you. Okay, I will basically finish this because it's going to get very messy, and I might even have to go back to my other world to like refresh my memory on what I even did for it. But we'll continue working on this general area after I do that. Okay, I got the redstone done. It actually wasn't nearly as annoying as I thought it would be. Like, it went fairly, like, it was, like, hardly anything went wrong. Like, everything lined up properly, and yeah, I'm done. Anyway, as you can see, I hit the tripwire, it triggered, now it's open. Let's add in all of the final details and all that fun stuff. Let's just kind of fill in the back wall, and we need some type of lighting, but I do not feel like using just the run-of-the-mill, like, torches. I think we should probably have, like, redstone lamps or some fancy type of lighting. But let's, like, decorate the room, because, I mean, like, this is, mainly a building series, which, I mean, it really shouldn't be limited to building. It's just basically what I do, so yeah. I think some glowstone in those little indented bits could work, because, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Maybe not, redstone lamps, because those might cause, I don't want to put those there. I don't even know why I, even put those there in the first place. I just kind of, let's drop this stuff here. Didn't even have to, or need to. Ooh, how are we going to manage this without breaking all of our... Did that break it? Okay, it looks good. Doesn't matter that that torch got broken because we're putting glowstone everywhere. Yeah. And good. Okay, we can see the glowstone, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh, we broke another torch. Whatever will we do? That's not where that goes. I think we broke something. Yeah, this one got untripped. Now let's put that there, and I feel like that should be in line. Actually, I would say we should raise all of this by 1. I'm going to quickly do that, and I'm also going to check the time, because I have no idea how long that last little segment was. So I will raise this entire thing by 1, and we will continue from there. Okay, I have raised the, everything 1 block, and I would say it looks much better. And now we are to the part where we have to conceal all of the individual bits so it doesn't look so terrible. But the redstone should be fairly set in stone at this point as to where we won't really have to do any maintenance or anything like that to it. Unless my design is unknowingly flawed and everything will just break as soon as I close everything. But I'm fairly sure that shouldn't happen, I hope. Let's just make a staircase type thing. Let's just go all stone slabs, because I don't think mixing it would look all that good. Let's just do all stone for now, just kind of get a canvas to work on per se. Okay, let's add that. The room is fairly symmetrical right now. that looks really cool. I like it. And this will be a pit. I don't know how deep the pit will be yet, but it will be a pit. Let's add a trim to the room, because trim is normally good. Yep. Okay, I do not believe we broke anything. At least I hope we didn't, or else we're in a predicament. Let's actually make sure it works properly. Okay, it's stuck. And then it opens. Okay, that is good. All is good. Okay, and then we'll probably dig the pit down, but I'm not really sure how much I will get to actually building, like, stuff at the bottom of the pit. Because this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment idea. Like, I was not originally planning on doing anything remotely like this, but I'm glad I had the idea because I think it will really add a lot to the space. Or house, basement, secret area of fun times. How did I do the... Oh, I didn't really do all that. Anything special up there? Anyway, how does that look? A little bit messy, but I like it. What was that? Yeah, I believe that was right. And then for this top part, we could do the same type of arch, and I think it would look... Oh, yeah, that does look good. Ooh, yeah, I like it. But that won't really work here. Well, what do I want to do for here? Because I feel like it should Actually, I could probably raise this entire ceiling one block, and then it should work. There's no reason to make this room feel claustrophobic because we have room to work with. I think anyway. Digs block and then all of the room gets flooded with water. That'd be funny. Let's not dig that block or those blocks right now because I'm not sure what will... Like, I don't know how it will look quite yet. I'm fairly sure we will mine them anyway, but... we'll see. Okay, now let's do what we did. Well, first let's fix all the pillars, because we don't want consistent pillars. Yeah, I'm really liking how this basement, like, secret basement to the secret basement part is turning out. It's getting kind of ridiculous, though. I think I won't really do any other stuff after, like, this next part, which will be the very bottom part, because I don't think it really needs anything else. And yeah, let's take this down. Now how am I going to place those blocks? Oh, that worked. Yay. Not really sure what that will look like from the, like, other side of it, like walking down to this place, but it should look fine, I would think. Or we could actually just kind of walk over there for ourselves and kind of see. That might be an idea. Oh, yeah, that looks fine. Okay. And I do believe I mentioned I want these to be like other rooms, but not really anything special. Maybe just like meeting rooms and stuff like that. Let's actually try like a slightly domed roof. That might look cool. Ooh, that's an idea. Or I have an idea if I want to be all proper grammar, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, maybe this in the corners. That looks cool, but, yeah. Actually, yeah, let's keep it like that. I like that. Then, I shall break it. Okay, I'm not gonna break it. Let's go find let's go find a redstone lamp that I do not have. Okay, let's empty out my inventory, because it's getting too cluttered. Oh, okay, I did open the right chest. I just wasn't thinking that I wanted to open that chest. And then let's drop off more cobblestone, and then finish up that room. Oh, cobble! I need to smelt that. I'm running somewhat low on stone. I guess it's not too terrible yet. I almost didn't make the redstone lamp. And I believe we should only need one. I think. Oh. And we'll need like a let's use a lever to power it. Because we have 16 of those apparently, so might as well use them. Okay. And how much? Let's grab another bucket of water because since slime blocks aren't in the game right now, I'll just use water for the fall for now because, yeah, probably should have something so people don't die, but yeah, yep. Dig, lever, switch, lamp. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Now, let's just signify doorway by digging out a doorway-shaped, like, thing. We won't really do anything there because I'm not sure what to do there for now. We're picking up all the cobblestone still. Good. We have ender pearls. And I might actually try and do some type of ender pearl dispenser at the bottom of the pit. I'm actually wondering how. Let's just go to Y30. Because I believe you can have ender pearl elevators be 31 blocks between the tripwires. Or something like that. Or maybe the. Yeah, you can have them be fairly far, but we don't really need that because I don't want to go too low. But yeah, I'll probably go through this little pit sometime to kind of, like, make it look nicer by, like, lighting it up and all that. Maybe do some sort of spiral design. Probably not a spiral design. But maybe do something that kind of gives it a cool effect while going up. Or, well, you won't really be able to see going up it because ender pearls, but just something to kind of add to it, so it's not just a pit full of stone. Okay. And I guess if we wanted to, we could eventually switch out the bottom, like, landing pad for another one of those to where you could go back up. And let's put the water in, and there's like a mosquito or something flying right in front of my face. That did not work. Oh, okay, let's fill up our buckets. Okay. And I do not know. Let's just test it out. Ender pearl. It worked. Good. Now, what way do we want the base to continue? Do we want it to continue out into the ocean, or continue forward, or continue south, or do we want it to double back and go back underneath all the other stuff? I'm just gonna say let's go this way more for now because I'm not really sure how much room I would have underneath all of the redstone. We could go down more, but then I won't be able to go down as much. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't want to go down to like Y20 because then if I need to do some redstone stuff later that needs space underground, I might run into complications by not having enough room underground. So yeah, let's just go out this way for now. I'll probably do something to make it look better down here, but I guess the entire thing won't be finished until 1.8 is out anyway, or it will not be able to be potentially finished. Like, I won't have the option to get it to the state at which it will be done at. I really said that really kind of odd, but whatever. So for next episode, I think I will probably end up planning out at least a general idea of what I want. I missed a piece of dirt. Okay, better. So that we can like do more actual building, but I really like how this Ender Pearl elevator turned. Oof, that server lag, but at least it worked. That's all that matters. Let's just do a few tests. Oh. Well, I wouldn't really say that that's the elevator's fault. I would say that's more of server SMP Ender Pearls. Because glitching into blocks isn't... I don't think that's part of the elevator, at least. Okay, it's worked like 4 out of 5 times, and one time the not working was kind of not the elevator's fault. I'm fairly sure it would work perfectly on a survival server, or not server, single player world. But I'm pleased with the not efficiency, but the success rates. And I mean, if it doesn't work, you fall back down onto water. So, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Another Ender Pearl being used? But yeah, that is all for this episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to leave a like. And I will see you guys next episode. Bye.